My mother is pregnant with another child. My father passed away in war. I was always looking for an adventure. During the trip to Washington Square, we experienced an earthquake, and that's how I met Mr. Tesla. Mr. Tesla was an inventor, and he caused the earthquake with his earthquake machine. He saved my family's lives that day, and I became great friends. Mr. Tesla lived in New York, where he invented all kinds of things. His inventions would change my life. I entered my sister Jane and I in a newspaper contest, and the most interesting person we knew was Mr. Tesla. So we went to New York to interview him. While we were interviewing him, I met a friend, and her name was Nanette. My new friend convinced me to board the ship to travel to Europe. This sounded exciting, so I decided to go with her and Mr. Tesla. Mr. Tesla, Nanette, and I boarded the ship to Europe. On the boat, Mr. Tesla brought his latest invention, so he could work on it while on the ship. It was almost complete. Nanette and I passed the days watching the waves and the sunset and the people on board. During the trip, I met Victor. We dated and fell in love. My family sent me a telegram to tell me they would meet me in London, and we would return on the newly unsinkable Titanic. We would be on her maiden voyage. How exciting! We finally arrived in London, and I told my family Victor and I were getting married. After a few days in London, we boarded the Titanic for our return trip to New York. And yes, Mr. Tesla brought his time machine. It was almost finished. Victor and I were so excited about our future together. On our way to New York, the Titanic hit an iceberg and was sinking. Mr. Tesla said he could use his time machine to escape. Something went wrong, and I found out later Victor had died. I was very sad to lose Victor. I returned to my home, knowing Mr. Tesla's time machine changed my life and also changed my future.
Good job.